Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your reading from January the 1st to the 15th. I hope everyone is having a good new year so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder that these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and back to Oracle at the end. If I ever take time to pause, that's just because I'm feeling the energy that is around. Because honestly, when you do it through feeling, sometimes it just takes a little bit to connect to that energy. All right, so let's start with your Angel Oracle Guide here. And you got Do the Work. Your message. If you're wondering whether or not to move forward or not, this card is a message from your angels to continue on. You might feel that your current situation requires more time and energy than you're able to give, and there's a good chance that you're feeling disheartened or even drained. It's important to know that everything involved in this situation is pivotal for your growth, expansion, and spiritual connection. This card invites you to switch the light that you have within you. It's time to be a star, to rise up, to get behind the wheel, to drive the journey of your life. And yes, energy is going to be needed to hustle and push, but every single effort you make will pay off. Right now, you're sending out a signal that will create a wave that can lay the foundation for the rest of the world. Being spiritual isn't always easy. It comes with a price, and often the price is time and effort. And this is why angels call it light work, because we have to work our light. This isn't spiritual easy, this isn't spiritual vacation, this is spiritual work, and that does mean we have to work. Action, effort, and surrender and trust are needed for things to come together, and when this card appears, you have an important opportunity to figure out the balance between effort and effortless, to understand that when both these energies need to move through your being. If you want to abandon a project or walk away from a situation, this card is letting you know that you are needed more than ever. This isn't a time to run away, this is a time to turn up. When you show up, ready, willing to do the work, you will move up too. It's funny because, I mean, usually I don't really connect to these readings a lot. Like, not to these readings, but readings outside of kind of my big three personality. But for some reason, I really felt that in my heart center for my own self. With my, because I'm a Sagittarius North Node. If you don't know your North Node, you can look it up there as well. You have a North Node and a South Node. And they're kind of talking about your direction in life. So I was just saying I really connected to that as well. Sag. All right. Just give me some time to pull some tarot cards here, and we'll move on from there. Alright, just give me a moment to feel this energy that I'm feeling, and we'll move on from there. For Sagittarius, please. So the image I got kind of right away was this energy of almost like someone being on a boat, and like the tides are being very strong. And it's like this person is kind of just trying to get their balance, and they're moving like one side to the other. And I just kind of feel you in this energy in this kind of 2 weeks, as you're just kind of maybe even by the world or by life right now, you're being a little jostled around, or like, you know, it's like we're up here and then we're up here, and we're just trying to kind of find or regain our balance here. I feel like you're in a time right now of kind of transformation, Sag. It feels like you're in a time of changes. We don't have the Tower card coming out here, but I just feel like things are kind of all over the place right now for you. Like, we have energy here of just like a lot of shakeups happening. It's causing you a little bit of stress. I will put that out there here. But I think, again, it's like the spiritual work that we're trying to connect to, like doing the work here. It's not about like physically also doing the work, but it's something about kind of connecting to spirit. I don't know why I feel like such a spiritual tie of doing this kind of spiritual work here, because especially in times when things are a little bit rocky, when things are a little bit uneasy, that's when we kind of need it the most, is to ground ourselves the most, connect to spirit the most, to kind of feel that sense of security, safety, and feeling like everything's going to be okay. So that putting out there. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse, which is some kind of emotional invitation. Here didn't work out the way that we wanted it to. It feels like it might have to do with like a friend group. There might be, again, you might be having a severing from a friend right now, or there might be some emotional conversation from your community or a group of people here that you're kind of disconnecting from. It might be your own choice here, but I just see a little bit of kind of conflict or a little bit of fight in that. Either you or them is kind of drawing their kind of care or emotion away from you. And again, I don't think, it doesn't feel like this is such a terrible thing. I feel like maybe it's just people kind of growing apart in a way. If this is something that you want to mend, I think come back to love with it. But I just kind of see you more in this kind of Queen of Wands energy right now. Queen of Wands is this kind of fiery, passionate, excited kind of energy. She's very creative, she's very talented here. And it just kind of feels like... It feels a little bit like kind of growing pains right now, like outgrowing something. Again, I don't know if you're feeling someone's trying to outgrow you, but I feel like more it's in your energy. You're outgrowing a certain situation or a certain group of people here. And I feel like you really kind of want to shine in this new year. You really kind of want to, be feeling yourself here. But there's some groups of people or some connections that are kind of making us feel more down, maybe about ourselves or about things. We have the Temperance card in reverse, and this is your energy, Sag, right? And when it's in reverse like this, it's saying that we're out of balance, our own cup isn't kind of being filled here. We're not giving ourselves self-love, we're not giving ourselves rest, we're not taking care of ourselves. We don't have a balance in our emotions right now. And I think that's what I was saying before about this kind of teeter-totter, right? It's like so much is kind of happening around us here that we're kind of feel like we're getting pulled in many directions, or the tide's hitting over here. We're just trying to find our balance. And I think that's kind of the work that we have to do in these 2 weeks, is find our balance, find our connection again, our groundedness, and, do what we have to do, this self-care to kind of fill our own cup. Whether that's meditate more, whether that's, do something for you, whether that's journal, whatever it is for you, where you feel that self-care, take a bath a week to just relax and reflect. We have the Ace of Pentacles here, which is also talking about there might be some financial stuff right now. Maybe a situation where, again, some of you maybe have lost a job, or just some money didn't come in the way that you expected to. Maybe some of you were, again, expecting kind of end of the year raises, and that really didn't happen. And that's kind of stressing you out a little bit here. You're just like, oh, having a little bit of sleepless nights over that. So obviously, if we're having some kind of frustrations within our social circles right now, and also kind of our money situation, it can feel like a lot. So just remember, you are this kind of Queen of Wands energy. It doesn't matter male or female. It's just in this energy of, I'm talented, I'm abundant, and things kind of will work out for me here. And it's interesting because I think this Queen of Wands it's funny because it's in the middle of all of these cards too, and I just feel like that is kind of just like, this Queen of Wands energy, this energy of self, this energy of talent, this energy of creativity, of drive and power is kind of in between these two sides right now. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out sideways, and when it comes out sideways in my readings, it means it can go either way, and there's a bit of choice involved. So how are we going to look at this situation, Sag? And it's like, are we going to look at it as everything is going wrong in my life, things are crumbling, things are changing, and things are taking a bad turn? Or are we going to do the upright and be like, things are actually working out for me in this favor? Maybe I can't see it yet, but things are working out for me because there's some changes here. There's some kind of learning lesson. There's something that I need to do, or something I need to change within this work. And it's a hard message to hear. And you're probably like, well, like, I'm going through all this stuff right now. Like, obviously things are bad. But it feels like, again, there's some changes here that need to be made. That's kind of like almost like a redirection for you, Sag. It's like, okay, we need to start getting you out of this space. We need to start shaking things up a little bit for you here. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is this energy of not wanting to do the work, of not wanting to, put in the effort to make changes here. We have the World card in reverse here as well. It's a repeating cycle, right? There's something here that is repeating itself over and over for you. And you're just like, kind of like, when can I get out of this? But you're not kind of willing or wanting to adapt or change, try something new, do something differently here. You just kind of expect it or want it to change in itself. And I think that's maybe why the Tower card is not kind of coming out in this reading, because it feels like the universe isn't going to come in and change it for you. You have to be the one that initiates it and wants to change things up. You're like, okay, this kind of friendship group is not really healthy for me. It's not really good for me anymore. I need to change it up. This job that maybe I lost or something wasn't good for me anyways. So I'm going to look for it that there's something else better out here. Things are actually spinning in my favor here, and I'm going to do the work to change my current circumstances. And I feel like when you get into that mentality, the Ten of Swords here, it's like we're the place where we are at the most rock bottom, where we were at the place where we were just feeling so defeated, so stabbed in the back. We start to come back from that. We start to heal from that, because you're getting your mojo back. You're getting your drive back here, Sagittarius, with this kind of King of Wands. An interesting message, because we have the Five of Pentacles coming out here and the Ace of Wands coming out sideways again, so another choice involved. Are we going to see this? It's like our losses, our pain, are they going to make us or break us, right? People that are like highly successful, people who have things that they kind of want in this life. When people talk about like building a business, they lost everything before they kind of gained, they got it all, right? It's kind of like they lost it all, and then it all kind of came back for them here, because it's like the lessons they learned in this loss. And I kind of feel like that for you with this Five of Pentacles. It's like, is this kind of loss, is this pain, is this feeling, down and out, this energy of feeling left out in the cold, is it going to make you or break you? Is it going to ignite something in you, or are we going to see it as a failure and just not move on from here? Because I feel like this energy of you wanting to really come back from this, it's like you're kind of almost in your comeback era right now. And like I was saying before, with all these kind of very successful people, they've been bankrupt, right? They're like, I've had zero money. So I understand now that lesson, now that I have money, the importance of that, and understanding that I came back from there. So I know I can kind of do anything now. It fuels them, because they're just like, I was at my rock bottom moment. I was at that moment, and I came back for that, or I decided to change my life. And this is the energy that's coming in for you, Sag, right here. It's like, I'm deciding to make this change for me. The High Priestess is out here. So your intuition is very strong right now. Whatever your gut feeling is, whatever, if you're like, I don't know where to start doing this work, I don't know what to change here, listen to your gut, because your gut is telling you some super strong information. So really connect to it in these 2 weeks. Maybe it's about certain people, partnerships, because we have the Lovers card here. This is a Gemini energy. This is divinely guided people together. Again, doesn't have to be just a romantic relationship. It's just two people that are divinely guided together. So maybe your gut is telling you about a certain relationship with someone here that would be maybe very good for you. Kind of get more on that. All right, so I have the Lovers card here, which I was talking about, this kind of relationship energy. There is this kind of crossroads with this relationship, choosing which way to go. Maybe for some of you, you're at a space of deciding whether to pursue a romantic relationship with someone or deciding on a current relationship. We have the Emperor's card coming out here as well, which is energy of fertility, which is energy of abundance, prosperity. Again, this could be, pregnancy. I see 444 right now as well. So again, 444 might be important for you in these couple weeks. So just, or these 2 weeks. So pay attention to that. But I see a crossroads with like a relationship here. And I also get this Empress card of being like, feeling this sense of kind of a abundant power, of feeling the sense of, you draw kind of abundance towards you here. Maybe you see this person as this as well. Maybe this person is kind of very abundant. I'm trying to figure out if this is you or if this is the other person. I'm just getting a weird energy of you being like, I can almost match that energy. Can I match their energy? Can I match their can I match them in a way? Sorry, I'm just feeling this out. Okay. Yeah, it's like almost like nervous or scared that you can't match them, or you can't, energetically in a weird way, or, how, because you see them, I see this such like this pedestal kind of energy here. I'm seeing someone else kind of on a pedestal here. But it's the Judgment card is here. It's like, are we willing to kind of, it might be judgment time on this relationship, that you are kind of, it's like, okay, the choice is now if we kind of do this or not. But it's also like, how are you going to see it? Are you going to see yourself as this Queen of Wands just because things aren't really working out for you here? Are you going to see yourself in that energy, believing that you can kind of energetically match them or not? Three of Wands in reverse, back to the drawing board here. King of Pentacles in the reverse, energy of maybe financial greed in a way. What is this? Financial insecurity. Some of you are maybe deciding on an earth sign, or someone that is maybe has a lot of money or is financially kind of well off in a way. But it's interesting because there's this kind of going back to there's this energy of the Three of Wands in reverse, of going back to the drawing board on this person. Maybe this person you don't feel like has the same values as you, especially concerning maybe money or things, in a way of being like, this person's maybe too greedy, or this person they have a lot of money, but you're like, I don't know, they're not the right person for me. I just don't like kind of their energy. So there is a little bit of heartbreak involved in that here in this week for you, because I feel like you are choosing to start over, or go back to a drawing board here, change something up. You got 2 energy oracles this week. Alright, I'll read the Starseed Oracle first. So you have the Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Golden children, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on the planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission, and many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it in early life. Due to their unique intelligence, they find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, so they are not supported in the right ways. They struggle with physical life here, and they often as referred to as new humans. If you pull this card, it's a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, creative idea, or project, or new beginning, to treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nurture it, to nourish it, to give it every chance it has to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember deep down everyone is trying their best, and if you're treated with a tender heart, they will not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. How can you treat yourself and others more tenderly? And it feels like, again, it's in this space of you for being in this kind of Ten of Swords, right? Where you're feeling a bit at rock bottom. So it's like, how can you tend to yourself? How can you say to yourself, Sagittarius, that this isn't going to be forever? You know, this isn't a forever thing. I will get out of this. I will move through this. I will move past this here. And I think that's important to kind of give yourself that care, especially during this time. All right. I'm rambling, so we got to keep moving. You also got attachment here. And this is from the Energy Oracle Guide. Perceived need and choice to let go. In the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. This could be this Three of Cups or then reversed here as well. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply cannot seem to go forward. And this is what we were talking about with this kind of stuck energy here with the World reversed. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addiction, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to the old, unhealthy habits, or desperate about the future that you cannot be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making, and this card is telling you that it's time to take action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. And until you do, the difficult energy will repeat itself, keeping you stuck. The World card in reverse. You also got caring connection here. Friendship, partnership of two, possible love. And this is kind of the lover's energy popping out. This card shows a couple of tender embrace with a woman holding a blossom of new love. Like the community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people only. This card upright signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit, friendship, or even an appearance of a new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, be on the lookout for these new connections representing themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or even present at this time. Notice the opportunity to forge new and deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmatic connection at hand. All right, Sagittarius. This was your first month reading. I hope that helped.